Welcome, everyone. Today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that affects almost all of us as we age, why your metabolism slows down after 40, and more importantly, how to fix it. This is a practical, science backed plan for renewed energy brought to you by me, Nick Garcia Health. Let's dive in. After 40, the rules change and the slowdown can feel incredibly personal. You might notice that your clothes fit differently, your energy dips throughout the day, and the weight creeps on even when you're doing exactly what used to work. But here's the truth: you're not powerless. Yes, your metabolism is slowing, but not as much as you might think. Most of this slowdown is driven by factors that we can control. Today, we are not talking about fads or empty promises. We're focusing on biology and clear, actionable steps that you can take. Before we fix a problem, we need to understand what metabolism really is. It is more than just calorie burning. It is every chemical reaction that keeps you alive. Practically speaking, it is how many calories you burn at rest through activity. Your energy expenditure has three moving parts. First is your resting energy expenditure, which accounts for 60 to 75% of your daily calories. This is the energy used for basic functions like breathing and circulation. Second is the thermic effect of food, which uses 5 to 10% of your calories just to digest what you eat. Finally, there is activity energy expenditure, making up 15 to 30%, which includes exercise and all of your daily movements. So, what causes a slowdown? Four biological shifts converge after 40. These are not excuses, these are targets for intervention. First, hormonal shifts. Declining estrogen, testosterone, and thyroid function lower your resting energy expenditure and shift fat storage to the abdomen. Second, sarcopenia, which is progressive muscle loss. It begins after 30 and accelerates after 50. Less muscle means fewer calories burned daily. Third, subtle changes in your organs and mitochondria reduce how efficiently your cells use energy. And fourth, lifestyle drift. Sitting more, eating less protein, poor sleep, chronic stress amplify all of these biological changes. Let's look at the numbers to see how much slowing is actually normal. You might be losing 100 to 400 calories per day without even knowing it. Your resting energy expenditure declines about 1 to 2% per decade after 20. So if you lose 5 to 10 pounds of muscle over a decade, that is 50 to 200 fewer calories burned per day. If you cut your daily steps by 2,000 to 3,000, that is another 100 to 200 calories lost. Combined, this deficit is enough to cause 15 or more pounds of weight gain per year. But here's the good news: many of those lost calories are fully recoverable, especially by rebuilding muscle and increasing your daily movement. This brings us to strategy number one: strength training. This is the single most powerful tool you have after 40 to rebuild your metabolic engine. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. So the more muscle you have, the higher your resting calorie burn, the better your insulin sensitivity, and the more energy you will feel. Your starter plan should include 2 to 4 sessions per week, focusing on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, rows, and presses. Aim for 6 to 12 reps with progressive overload, meaning you gradually add weight or reps over time. A simple schedule could be full body workouts on Mondays and Thursdays. And now, next up, is all about nutrition. After 40, protein is not optional. It is your number one metabolic tool. Protein supports muscle repair, drives a higher thermic effect of food, and helps keep you full. Because your body becomes less efficient at using protein as you age, you actually need to consume more of it. Aim for 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per body weight daily. Try to get 25 to 40 grams per main meal to maximize muscle protein synthesis. For example, a breakfast of 2 eggs, Greek yogurt, and oats can easily hit that target of 30 to 40 grams. Strategy number 3 is to move more all day long. We call this NEAT, or non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is your secret weapon for burning hundreds of extra calories daily without living in the gym. While you should aim for 2 to 3 cardio sessions per week, do not overdo steady state cardio, especially if you are prone to excess stress, if you're dealing with hormonal imbalances, as this can interfere with your strength gains and your fat loss goals. Instead, focus on easy, neat boosters. Use a standing desk, take short walks after every meal, park further away, take the stairs, and stay active with household chores or gardening. Strategy number 4 addresses the foundation of your health: hormones, sleep, and stress. You must fix sleep and stress, or nothing else will work optimally. Poor sleep and chronic stress shift your metabolism toward fat storage and insulin resistance. These are hard metabolic levers. So you want to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, cool, dark room, manage stress through mindfulness, short walks, social connection to normalize your cortisol levels. Lower cortisol means better appetite regulation and less abdominal fat. And if you suspect hormonal issues, get tested. Do not guess when it comes to your health. To help you put this plan into action, here's a 4-week kickstart plan to reverse metabolic slowdown. Week 1 is all about building that foundation, 2 strength sessions, 2 brisk walks, cutting to 200 to 30 calories a day, and setting a consistent sleep schedule. Week 2, you could build the intensity by adding heavier loads and a HIIT session while refining your protein intake. Week 3 is for consolidating habits, moving to 3 strength days and optimizing your sleep. Finally, week 4 is about optimizing and tracking your progress, adding mobility work, and planning ongoing strategies to maintain that momentum. So as you follow this plan, remember that the scale lies. You need to track what actually matters. So focus on these 6 metrics instead of just your weight. First, track your strength gains. Are you lifting more weight? Second, monitor your waist circumference and how your clothes fit. Third, if you can, look at your body composition if you have access to DEXA or skin fold measurements. Fourth, check your resting heart rate and heart rate variability. Fifth, keep a daily log of your energy and sleep quality. And finally, monitor your blood markers like fasting glucose and thyroid function. Track just 2 or 3 of these primary metrics and reassess after every few weeks. And don't forget to take progress photos. The bottom line is this: your metabolism is not broken. It just needs the right strategy and tools. The slowdown after 40 is real, but is driven by factors that you can change, you have control over. Here's your 5-point action plan. Lift weights 2 to 4 times a week, eat adequate protein daily, increase your daily movement, sleep 7 to 9 hours while managing stress, and get tested if you suspect hormonal issues. So let's treat the next decade as an opportunity to get stronger and more energetic. Our biology is on our side if we give it the right tools. So if you're ready to take the next step and want daily support, accountability, and expert guidance, I invite you to join the Health First Fat Loss Club. You'll get access to all of my programs that I've created over the last 10 years, a private community, weekly new content, monthly masterclasses, and direct Q&A threads. This is a total value of almost $2,000, $1,997. But today you're just going to pay $37 and it's every month. You can join us by clicking that link in the description or the first comment and become part of a community that has helped over 50,000 people achieve proven results. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next video.